Pushing the boundaries of what's technically possible, Ashes of the Singularity Escalation is taking on the grand strategy large-scale RTS genre in 2018. But how good of a competitive experience does it offer? Let's find out. So here we are with Ashes of the Singularity. Now, first of all, let's have a quick look at the options menu. There are many settings that we can change, and that's all very nice. But unfortunately, we do notice the lack of key rebindings. And for an RTS that is being released in 2017 and is trying to appeal to a modern standard, this is a big issue. Now, that said, this game, I think, excels at accessibility, mostly because of the very in-depth tutorial. The tutorials are found as the introduction to the campaign. Campaign contains all the information about different factions, the different units and different mechanics, but tutorials do excel at showcasing all the aspects of the game. It's very nice that they're split between basic and advanced, and I do believe this is one of the best implementations of an RTS tutorial ever. So what about Ranked Ladder? We can go and find a multiplayer game, both in ranked and unranked, so that separation, very welcome again, and queue for a match. So let's jump into a game and then we'll discuss the rest of the features afterwards. We did find a match. Now we clearly see our opponent's rank as well as ours, so that's indeed very nice for transparency. And so let's actually get into the game and discuss the rest later. Indeed, that was a victory. Very nice. So, one thing we do see is the change in rating. At the lower leagues, there's not an explicit MMR system, but we do have this star system, and I clearly see the change in the stars. Now, the player feedback after the game is actually excellent. I do have a military tab and an economy tab, basically outlining the amount of harvested and wasted resources, which is very important, as players need to know exactly how to improve on their macro. But then, obviously, as an RTS of this scale, graphs that plot most of the parameters in the game are displayed as well, and indeed a very good feature for players to assess their performance in a particular game. Alright, so with that done, we go back to the menus. After completing matches, we can check replays, and this is indeed a very nice feature that we can go over our games, just jump into one of them, and see all the information that is relevant for learning. And in the replay, we are able to see all the information that might be relevant for game analysis. We can check the perspective of both players, we can check statistics relating to production, units, etc. So the basic functionality of a fully fleshed out replay system. Now, when it comes to player profile, Ashes of the Singularity really contains all that one could ask for. So when we head over to the player profile over here, we see that in the player summary we can see all sorts of statistics of our play and data about our matches. We have match history that at a glance allows us to see the last few matches. We have leaderboards where we can see how we're standing in the overall ladder and what the top players are. And this is indeed very nice, as it makes the MMR transparent, specifically for the higher leagues, and we can actually check players' profiles and see exactly how good they are and how well they're doing, not only from the MMR or the overall ranking, but also from their stats. So with that, we come to the conclusion that Ashes of the Singularity escalation does provide a fantastic competitive experience. Every single feature that is desirable is present, with a very notable exception of rebindable keys. This is something that we think could be added very easily, and as such, this is a clear recommendation from us. And that was another video in the series of competitive reviews at Enlightening Gaming. If you'd like to know how we set our standards and compare to other games, please follow this link where we go in depth in explaining each of the key aspects that a game should get right to be a good competitive experience. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and leave a comment down below, suggesting any further topics or games that you would like to see covered in the future. Also, if you're interested in knowing more about the philosophy behind Enlightening Gaming, the basis for our critique, and how we do analysis of games, make sure to follow these links that take you to the presentation videos of the channel. Thank you very much, and as always, may your gaming be enlightened.